I hate my life.
I just spell Callum now.
Callum, I think.
Make sure that setting stayed the same. That's so amazing.
Well, that's us. That's how we do.
That's how we do. Hey, we're still learning.
Whose turn? Ben, it's Rem's turn.
All right, I got 2 of these points.
Bring you underground. That's a tree song right there.
Let's go ahead and
those dance moves that we would do. Kind of
I'm gonna pop that bad boy out there.
Okay. Cardinals selected Hakeem Butler.
Oh, did they? I saw David Montgomery.
We have audio now.
To Chicago.
What?
David Montgomery went in the 3rd to Chicago. My cousin.
So now I can actually hear it.
Hey,
There's
imagine
no audio.
I had my volume turned down, so I didn't think anything of it. Cool. Ben, it's your turn.
Well, so much for using this as a video I can
now
edit.
the sun rotates.
Yeah. And so does first player.
Oh.
So
in the direction of the sun or the opposite direction?
So I'm grabbing two.
The player with the first token moves the sun segment to the next thing, and we get light points. At the end of the round, you pass the first player token.
Sweet.
So 2
So
for
I get 2.
2 for me.
So now you lose that.
Right, he goes away forever.
Still inside. Okay.
Forever.
Do I have to get rid of these 2 before I pull them off the board?
No.
Wait, and you need to spend.
I spent 2.
Yes.
Growing that guy to the next level.
Cam went next level.
Well, I'm sick of getting 2 points. I should have done that the first time.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of forgot the big tree.
So these ones cost 1, but these ones cost 2.
No, you gotta buy them out off the board first, and then you can play.
Correct.
So you start with 2 in your supply.
It's 2 to get them from here. It's 1, or it's also it's 1 to do this.
Okay. Yeah, I get it.
Too much of heaven.
So how'd your D&D group go last night?
So I can't say enough nice things about the 3 young kids who are playing. So there's a couple kids who used to work at the Jethros that I worked with on the weekend that kind of wanted to do this. It's a boyfriend and girlfriend. They're like 18, 19 years old.
Okay.
And then they brought one of their friends. I was playing with Jared. I'm 34. Jared's 36, I think.
Right.
So we're like, this is kind of cool. Like, these are kids playing D&D for the first time. Let's see how it goes. And so we were prepared, for really any level of focus.
Yeah.
But these kids did a great job. They came like ready to rock.
Can I just sorry, keep going. I just want to see something.
Their characters were all ready to go, and one of them like picked up on like how plot hooks work like immediately. Was like going and like interviewing like NPCs about like the next thing.
Sure.
Hey, what up, Sam? And then the other kid started like understood the rules pretty well like right away.
Thank you. Don't say anything too bad.
So we go there.
Figured
Yeah,
it out.
she's hooking you up. Wait, that's it?
Oh, Robin. I thought you said so we go there.
I'm gonna buy another
Sarah.
one. Hello. And do that.
Hi. How are you guys?
You guys on?
I hope you brought your phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're live streaming.
There it is.
Alright, have fun.
That was Ben's turn.
Yeah, did you spend down to 0 that turn?
I want, like,
No, why would I?
things about for a moment.
I planted 1 tree over here for a cost of 1, right?
Okay, so you'd have one light left.
What? How is it 1? It's to go from a seed to a tree. It's only 1 sun.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
you
you
used
only had
all 2 the first time, then you had 2
No,
this
I
time.
didn't use them. I put those back. I was gonna use this to upgrade to that, but I decided not to do it.
No, but it plants seeds.
In your first round, you planted a seed.
Oh, and that goes down to 0. Okay. Nowhere on the board here does it say that a seed has a cost. Oh, okay. Well, you didn't cover that very well.
I did too. I pointed at it.
No, you said this shows how far the seeds.
Oh, okay. And that iconography with
Roll
the
fall
one
three.
sun
Yeah.
next to it is
Smaller one.
does not
Yeah.
make
They
sense.
don't get the sunlight. Yeah.
That's the object?
Does not. Does not.
Yeah.
Did you?
Ben's your turn.
Yeah. So you're placing your trees on the board. They're collecting sunlight. The bigger the tree, the more sunlight it collects. Also, the bigger the tree, the more it will shade and block other trees behind it.
And then the sunlight you collect is your currency.
Yeah. And once you make one of these, you essentially, I don't know, harvest it, I guess, for points.
Has
Hey,
anyone played
what
it?
did I have?
Yeah, we have.
We can walk me through this.
Yeah.
I had
I'm
two.
not
That got spent. And when
I know, I should
built this from a
really
thing. I
ask
should
if
have one
anyone's
sun,
ever
right?
played it. Oh, look at the little.
Sorry, so what did you
So
do?
I had two.
Yeah, so you
I
gotta
used
grow
that
the
to play
little
with
ones
two
and the big
seeds to
ones.
get into zero.
And so
Yes.
here's
Then
the
we got
sun.
sun. I got
Sun.
two.
Yes.
And so
I
like,
spent
lights
a
up the
tree from a
forest,
seed for
and every
one.
Yep.
every
I
tree
just
gets
love
hit
one
by
sun.
sun,
That's what
gets
I said.
energy.
You said zero.
Sure.
But
No, I
There's
said-
like
I said-
200 blocks.
I said last year you went to
Sun
0, you got
usually
2, and if you
move
spent
around.
I was
one,
gonna say,
you
is
can
the
save your
sun
sun
like-
between rounds.
You have to think about building over here.
How
so
did
that
you decide who
later
got
on-
what tree?
I said I wanted the green ones.
I thought these orange ones look pretty majestic.
How do you know when They're to a little move more the fall sun? than
It'll turn
spring,
now.
but-
Ben just took his turn. So he was the last player that round. So now it's me. The sun rotates.
This would be a great learning game for kids in school who are learning about the
That's true.
rotation of the sun and the rotation of the earth.
Ben's gonna get.
There's some
Around the
elements.
sun.
There's some elements of like mass walking.
I'm also getting 3 sun.
Environmental irresponsibility.
For sure.
So are people gonna come in and ask what you're doing, and then you're just gonna explain?
So far, it's been mostly just people who know.
They need to have a sign
How-
out there
That's why-
advertising.
No, I don't
Sun
think
here.
people. I think they mostly wanted us to come here just to like advertise for it. I don't think
Yeah.
we're supposed to be like a display or anything.
Yeah.
But it's not even on the
It
website.
needs to be a sign somewhere.
So what kind of advertising is that?
Well, on
Well,
the,
no, I mean,
the thing on the door.
I mean,
it
like
says
our
board
podcast
games.
is gonna be advertising for the event.
Oh, got it.
I imagine.
But not vice versa?
Correct.
Oh.
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, we got free admission and
Yeah.
We got discounted.
discounted
Oh.
admission.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's
We
it.
didn't even get like the primo spot. We got kicked out for some.
Yeah, something
Oh,
like
were we supposed to be over there?
No,
We thought you guys were gonna be in the butterfly garden.
that'd be tight.
That would
See, that
be-
would have been, yeah, this landed on the.
They never would have allowed it. They're very picky about it. So what's this over here?
That's when so right now they're just live streaming while they're playing.
Okay.
And then afterwards they'll record their intros and then talk about the game
Yeah.
on the podcast.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, I know. I think he explained. I wanted to kind of explain the game again. We did the whole beginning, and I didn't have my microphone plugged in.
Like a genius.
And like I'm trying to do
That
it.
is such a rookie move.
Callum
It's not my
messaged me. He's like, I don't have any audio. I don't know if it's just me. I look over there and like the red light on that's not on. And I'm just like, cool. I just explained the game, and so now I can't go use this as like a. I wanted to like edit this into like a video later.
Yeah.
Not now.
Not
Well, that's a great way to do
I
teaching
do
videos.
appreciate all the new
I thought
setup
so.
though for the streaming because the first week was.
Bad.
It looks nice too.
I know
Yeah,
it looks so
right
much
now.
better. It was your
Yeah.
brother-in-law or something.
It
that
looks
came and
great.
set you up? Or who was it?
Well, he helped me do all the
Yeah, I don't know
settings
if I
and
can,
stuff.
Yeah,
Okay, go ahead,
they have us like in angles here where you can see.
Oh wait, do we collect lights?
see
That's
us
so
playing.
cool.
I
I got
did.
3. Our big trees.
This is all kind of thanks to Rob and his son-in-law Callum. So
So I got 3 sons.
Son-in-law.
Yeah.
yeah,
Rob's got 3
I-
daughters, stepdaughters.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought
it's
it
your
was your
son-in-law.
brother-in-law.
no, it's actually son-in-law.
Oh, Ben said brother-in-law.
Well, I was.
My wife has daughters that
Older
are
kids.
yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
She got married when she was 20 or so.
She
Anyway.
was here.
Sense.
She messed with that.
Is she still here?
She was.
She might be with Bo. They might check out the science stuff, but they're also so probably.
I think they went to go get Sophia and her boyfriend.
Okay, well,
Is
What
Sophia her
ours?
oldest daughter?
Youngest.
Alright, I just want to see one like.
We're playing around.
Well, I don't see anybody doing anything.
Well, it's my turn.
Oh, Josh did
And
this
he's
stuff?
I had to gain my
nice.
son,
Way to
so-
grow that tree.
Okay.
So I gained
Looks good.
1, 2, 3 sun points. So now I can spend 3 points of sun. And to do that, what the heck do I want to do?
Who wouldn't spend 3 cents?
I know.
So how do you?
I'm gonna pop
how
this
do you
guy out.
Know where to be in the.
That cost me
You
2.
want to try
Spinning
and
something or rolling
the
something?
sun will
You can
rotate.
pick wherever you want.
Yeah, so you want
And
to try and
then-
slowly make your way to the center spot because then you get points at the end of the game.
Okay.
where your trees grow is where you kind of throw your acorns, and you get to choose where to throw. But the smaller the tree, the less of the distance you can kind of.
Once you harvest the tree, the closer to the
Alright.
Mom's ready to play.
That cost me
Pull
one.
up a chair. Is there a fifth player?
No, I don't want to play, but I will play sometime.
Yeah, but
She's not gonna remember.
It's a
any
pretty
of those, so
game.
we're gonna have to.
It is a pretty game.
No.
It's a lot more cutthroat than you think, too.
We're playing
You've
really
been very
cutthroat
mean
games
to me,
today.
man, all day. Can you
Oh.
Yeah,
stop
because
doing
Arbor
that?
Reading is kind of cutthroat too, right?
It's got a lot.
So there's an advanced variant where players cannot plant a seed or grow a tree that's
Be
shadowed.
nice.
Oh, you want me to just jump in the way?
That's
of it?
intimidating.
That's hardcore.
Just say, be nice to your
You
mom.
want me to take a bullet?
Yes.
All right. Well, on that note,
Carry on, boys.
me and Sarah is ahead now.
I mean, Sarah.
I mean, Sarah, thanks for snacks.
Oh. Cal does like a dub over the intro audio and still use like the video part.
You what?
I could just dub over the beginning,
Oh, yeah.
like where I'm explaining the game.
Yeah.
And then you could be like, today, of the game.
We played this game. Hey guys, Campbell said, "Hey guys, how you doing?"
Hello.
The thing about that is,
No.
I do have a suggestion though.
I think
There's
this
that
game called
cutout
Battle
in the
Street
front.
But there's only 3
I
spots.
know. But maybe like the OGs.
Well, that's all.
There's 2 OGs.
Oh, OGs.
we got a pretty sweet picture by the
Yeah,
giant.
we did get a. I thought this was a really good board
Is-
picture,
Or
right?
you
Letting
should
go
at
of
least take one down
seeds,
the
like,
drive.
not a big
Like,
deal,
do
'cause,
something.
like, what's
Okay.
gonna happen?
Okay, good.
This is pretty good. We got a picture by.
I mean, eventually-
Did you waste your seeds?
I don't
I'm-
have a photo
I'm trying to
of
get-
some for some
Did
reason.
you buy it
You
out
really
seeds
should.
before you
Yeah.
upgraded?
It totally does, and like you're just.
I'm trying to keep everything
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah, like it
I've never
looks-
tried
it
this
looks like somebody,
strategy
like,
before.
Like, took like
So,
a
like-
Did you do-
shopping tool.
No, you don't have an iPhone. How did you
throw-
do that? That's weird.
I don't know. I think it's
So
just
I'll buy a
because of,
seed
like the
for
colors here.
one.
It looks like I got super
Throw a
excited.
tree.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that make it pretty funny.
Did you take one by the die?
No, we'll do that later. It was getting cold and we were chilling. We all got some hot cocoa after coming in.
All right, adios.
We'll see you soon.
What snackies you got over there?
All right.
So that comes back here.
Dude, I dominated some Bunny Kingdom last night.
Bunny Kingdom's
Wow, that seemed clarified.
Yeah,
Isn't that the funniest thing?
Who did you get to play with you?
My friend Gabe and his cousin.
All right. Buy one of those.
Fun.
They really like games. They're definitely
We're all doing the same
learning.
thing.
And then
I had my highest
tree.
score.
And then what do I want to do? I want to throw a seed.
Josh.
Wait, I should have thrown a seed.
Then
Can I go back and throw a seed?
No.
You can have an extra. Can you hang on to your sunlight?
you sure can. Well, I almost put Callum in this game instead of Campbell. Actually, I did put Callum in it.
I think I'm gonna throw a seed.
Callum says he imagines that my intro to the game.
Josh, didn't you just grow that tree?
Yeah, so I can throw here from that tree, so I can be there with
Josh, Dave Brookhart watching.
Oh. Almost. Is he still working at Mickey's?
Callum says that he
All right,
imagines
that's
my photosynthesis intro should be something like this.
Yeah.
This is where it is now, right?
To the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't it go here? Oh no, it does go there.
Star Wars.
Poor Rob's getting blocked out twice this round.
Please, by himself.
I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I was planning for the round
four.
after that.
Also 4.
What happened to my son?
I don't know.
He left with your wife.
But
That is funny.
Josh.
That's a funny thing to say.
yeah, give me that.
Oh, I gave it to you.
Give me the light
Okay.
and keep me
You know how
burning,
you-
y'all.
Shared with us that you like check your pulse without knowing it.
Yeah.
Sarah and I were driving around
Boom.
yesterday and we looked over, we were at a red light and we looked over and there was a guy just sitting in his car like this.
Yeah.
Sarah looked at him. He's checking his pulse.
I do it all the time.
She laughed for like 2 minutes straight.
Did we talk about that on the podcast?
Yeah, I think we did talk about it on the podcast. It's just a natural.
Or did I talk about it after? Or
Could be.
off?
Did you buy a no button?
Yeah. Bro.
I told you they might do it.
Took
I
a while.
wasn't sure.
A what?
A gnome button.
What about a no button?
Oh,
Gnomed
nice.
up.
That's good.
He's gnomed out.
He is the world's largest concrete gnome.
What's
Gnomed
your
up from
name
the
of the
head.
game?
Turned up.
After we play 3 rounds,
He's gnomed up from the sun up.
Excuse me.
and like the other advanced variant is you play 4 rounds.
No love or shut up.
But I've only ever played the 3-round game.
You're
3
up.
rounds feels like the right amount of length to this game for me.
Sure.
I'm gonna. Ooh. I hate to lose another small tree.
Rob already took his turn, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Meaning that if I don't grow anything right now, I'm still going to collect sun in the next turn. I think might be the round I take to buy bigger components. you can grow a tree in the round you purchase it, right? In other words, like if I buy this 2 right here, I could then use it to grow a tree. I just couldn't go like that.
Callum says backslash is what my grandma calls forward slash. Come on, Campbell.
And did you see what I said after that?
No.
I said your grandma and I have that in common.
That's pretty sweet.
Alright, I'm gonna buy a medium tree.
I like how we're padding our watch stats by all watching it.
Hey man, that's what you do. Well, we want to be able to like comment.
Right. I think it's us 4 and Callum.
Dave was watching.
Who's a Dave Brookhart? This is actually a decent game to stream, I think.
Dave
Yeah,
Brookhart
it's really
is
cool.
It's
It's too bad we don't have like a.
past flame of mine.
Oh, you do have a.
I mean, I'm kind of hitting them on the sides a little bit. I think, like, some of the kids' games I did with Bo, I didn't realize how cool that was with, like, a top-down.
He gets mad.
Oh my god. Did you watch the part where we were doing the spooky castle with the ghost mask?
Yeah, he's like,
Oh, you're not doing it right! It's like, go straight. No, the other straight.
yeah.
Well, like, 5-year-old directions. He doesn't know. I mean, if he really thinks hard about it, he can usually figure out his left and his right.
I'm gonna buy that.
But in the state of like a game, it's not a thing.
Wait.
What are you doing?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I
I
don't
need to
know.
buy a bigger tree.
Yeah, I don't know what
This is 3.
the deal is with
This is the second.
nature games and being like super cutthroat.
That's how nature is.
Yeah.
Survival of the fittest, man.
But I can go like this: 1, 2, 3, 4.
And then it goes to the choice and you're gonna buy one.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Okay. Josh.
Yeah.
What you got?
I'm gonna go 1, 2.
Like
Uh-oh.
Josh
He's
throwing
got
it
to
in
the
the middle.
factory.
I mean, that's fine.
Now you get to expand your player board.
I don't care about that spot. That was my MO last time, also.
Yeah, it's
It's gonna be worth
in
22 points.
the variant. It's I think near impossible to grow in the middle.
Because you could.
You're always in the shade.
Why?
Well, there's an advanced variant where players cannot plant a seed or grow a tree if they're shade.
Oh.
Could you imagine that?
Yeah.
That's hardcore.
Okay, I'm gonna.
All right, cool. Pass the pass.
I'm blocking myself.
4 sun.
3.
I got 1. Oh shit. 1, 2,
5.
3, 4.
You know that 5 sun.
More than 5,
Where's
except
it?
for
Wait, are you?
Rob.
Oh, yeah, here.
Campbell gets
I got 5.
5.
I got 4.
I'm a sun collector and a metal detector.
Oh my.
Well, I'm gonna purchase this for 2, and then upgrade.
Can you spend all of the sun to go from like 1 to 3?
No,
Wait,
because
didn't I throw a
it's
seed
your.
last time?
You can only do a thing with the space once.
Wait, I didn't know if that was considered 1 grow. You're just spending all of the sun to go from a seedling to a big one.
No. I see you trying to game the game.
Just curious.
Game that system.
Yeah.
What did John say about?
He said he'd talk with his guys tomorrow about whether or not he could do that, and he'll let us know tomorrow.
Oh, coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Why would I care if
Okay.
videos kept playing in the background?
Yeah.
So That would be 3.
The one thing I never understood about this game is like what your tree's doing. I guess that you're ending their life cycle, which are we cutting them down or are they just like dying?
They're being harvested.
So this
Going
game is
this way?
kind of like about the logging industry now.
Yeah.
So Rob can't really do anything to block.
Large trees are
This tree.
Or
This tree's already going to be blocked for sure.
Wait,
So
they
I
have
think-
board games on Monday and Tuesday right here.
really?
Yeah.
I wonder what their
wait,
game
but you gotta
library
have
looks
to-
like.
You know what they would have inspired them to do is convince the people who go to
4.
Mayhem.
Mayhem to come here instead.
This is a nice. I would come do a game night at Reiman Gardens.
Especially if you could be over in the other building.
I think
Longer room.
Yeah, but I mean this room's good too. Like these tables are good,
So it's probably 1.
and it's quiet.
So can we come up from this way?
Yeah.
So if I play one here,
You're going to block out your other tree unless you grow that tree
blocks
bigger.
this one.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you want to be blocked as little as possible.
Make this tree bigger and block Ben's boy. That's what
But
the nasty thing to do.
but at a certain point, your
He
tree
he doesn't have a big boy tree.
your trees are just gonna flat out be blocked sometimes.
No, but it's going to cost you $3 to buy it.
I think in general.
yeah.
And then $1 to upgrade it.
Which I have.
Costs 2 to upgrade and 3 to buy.
What?
Yeah, going from 1 to 2
Oh,
is
yeah.
2.
Oh, and then I have to pay the cost.
No.
Yeah, never mind, I can't do that.
Boom. Thank you.
There you go.
Thanks for the free park. By the way, is the number 23 is the Jim Carrey movie, the dark Jim Carrey movie?
The number 23?
Uh-huh.
I've never heard of
It's not one of his more popular movies. It definitely wasn't Ace Ventura: Pet Detective 2.
it. Smoke it. What about the mask?
Was he in The Mask too, or was that like a
I
direct?
think it was like a direct-to-video sequel.
that had Jim Blairy in it.
Well, apparently the Mask is a different guy, like in pretty much every incarnation, like in the comic books. I've never read The
Oh, really?
Mask, but I think pretty much everybody who puts on the mask eventually
I
dies.
feel like
from
you've
having
done a bunch of stuff and spent no point.
I've done one thing. I built a tree here, and I built a tree here, and
That's 2 things.
I had both of them on the side. I hadn't used
So
those
that
yet,
costs 2.
which I spent. I was at 5, I'm now at 3. I couldn't afford to do this thing because I had the tree, so I was 1 cent short.
Okay. So what are you doing with your sheet that you just picked up?
I'm trying to decide if I want to spend it.
He still has 3 cents.
Oh yeah, you
left.
can't you can't grow a tree twice in one round anyway.
Right.
So you wouldn't have been able to
You
go
just,
from
picked,
seed
you
to
just
2.
picked it up from here.
Yeah, I had a seed that that was from last round. I had one over here.
The seed you picked up is still in your hand, though.
The one that I just picked up from here, yes. I have a free spot. I'm confused about what I'm doing wrong right now.
You're about to play that seed.
I was about... What? Yes.
When you pick it up off the board, it comes
It
back
goes
to
here, so you gotta spend
buy it
this
again.
Yes, I'm aware.
Yeah,
I haven't
he's
put it
gonna
back on my board yet. You're interrupting me midway through the turn saying, why haven't you paid for the thing that you haven't finished doing yet?
I'm glad I don't have to be Cam today.
Because yes, this has to go back on my board, and now I'm trying to decide if I want to spend 2 sun to spend it.
We need somebody to just watch our games and audit them. Well, let's bring in an auditor. Can you please audit his last turn?
That would just make everything take longer.
I don't know. We get
Sorry.
There'd be less arguments.
But I got such a funny picture of you, and it's so good, just in action.
That is a good picture. I should put that as my.
Force.
That should be my picture
that should be
on
your trophy,
the website.
I'm for sure gonna upgrade that guy.
Uh-oh.
That cost me
Blocked.
2 sun.
Well, it's not blocked because the sun's coming around this way next time.
Yeah, but shade.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
Oh,
just-
because
you
shade
just threw-
2.
you just
I
threw
forgot
shade
about
on
that.
it.
Yeah.
And then for my
that.
other
Throw
2
shade.
sun.
I forgot that the 2 trees shade 2 spaces.
I'm not sure what this is gonna do. I think I'm gonna save my.
Do the tree that's too tall shade a tree 2 spaces away?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I will plant this one because it's gonna get sun. I need to make a sun turn. I'm gonna lose that bad boy. Boom.
Yeah, you're gonna get 6 sun this
That's
turn.
it. Turn it.
That's how it goes,
That's how-
son.
it's just, they don't know. They don't think it'd be like it is, but it do.
I'm gonna get 5.
1, 2, 3.
6.
Dang it.
I'm only
1,
getting 4 this
2,
round.
3, 4.
I thought I was gonna get 5 because I forgot that these guys block 2 away, and then the big ones block 3 away, don't they? All right, so I got 4. We're gonna be coming this way next time, which means I need to make this guy big.
Yeah, you got what? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
And I got 1,
So,
2.
This costs
3,
2 of my 4.
5.
Yep.
Yeah,
Let's
'cause
throw
this
some
is
seeds out there because I have 2 left, and I wanna link up some spots here. So let's go here,
Link it up, bro.
throwing from that tree,
Yeah.
and we're gonna go here, throwing from this tree.
I'm gonna spend 5.
Maybe I want to go here.
Cam is still moving his seeds
That's
after
okay.
Josh has already played.
It was just more like for future turns, where is it going to get the most light?
Who knows?
Nobody knows.
There's a buttload of trees on the board. A metric buttload.
The metric F ton.
350. 350.
Wow, Rob got 6, son. You sick bastard.
I'm done.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get like nothing.
Oh, you're getting like Jack.
Is
Jack
it my
crap
turn
next
then?
Yeah, because of these guys, they're all. It's bad.
Yeah.
And you don't have any stuff you can build right now, so you have to spend most of it on that.
6. So it's gonna be in that corner?
Yep.
Which means I'm gonna get like 2 sun next round.
Gosh.
So
Yeah, because even if you build here, that tree won't get sun.
So
I think what I'm gonna do 3 and
This guy will get sun if you build. That guy won't.
yeah, I'm gonna put that there and then lose this tree, I guess.
You got 6, so you can unlock a little tree first so that you wouldn't lose the tree. Because this would cost 2. Mine. Oh no, because that was.
It cost me 3 to
that was a
unlock
move of
that.
5 to do what you did.
Yeah, so I have 1 left. I think I'm just gonna bank it.
That's what I did.
You know, put that sun on the bank, like you do in nature.
Let the sunshine. Let the sun shine in. The sun shining.
Yeah. Okay. Make it so. All right.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1,
sun.
2.
All of my trees caught that round.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No,
You
this
get
is
4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I get 6.
I got 3.
F.
All right. So
There appears to be bonus points for how much sun you have at the end as well.
yeah, you get some points depending on where your tractor's at. It's not really worth a lot though.
I'm gonna spend 7.
High kick. Dang! Look at Josh in the middle of that big tree.
I have to, otherwise I'm gonna block myself.
You played yourself.
On me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but with this 5,
Harvest that tree.
I'm gonna go up and whatever. I'm just losing trees. I'm gonna drop that.
What do I do with
So have you been able to talk to Floodgate at all about Gen Con?
A little bit. I've talked to Gates and Ben. They said they're excited.
We're like officially in
I'm working
the
on
check still, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you responded to that.
Yeah, I did. I believe. Because I think I went and like responded to the answers.
Did you go down for similar to we want to do like last year and just do the hotel again?
Exactly.
Whose turn is it?
It's Ben's.
Is it?
And this year, hopefully, I'll actually have some spending dough. So
Yeah, not have to take a bunch of extra time.
like when we went to Gen Con last year was like the brokest I've ever been in my life.
Sure.
It was tough.
Yeah, you worked a ton extra.
Which was nice. I mean, it was fun.
Yeah.
I taught so many games.
It doesn't seem like it goes so fast, like just interacting with people and talking with people and stuff. Yeah, I put down for part-time again, I think.
Solid.
My goal is to learn Space Alert and Shipyard before I go this year. It's really the only games I don't know.
Yeah, Shipyard's fun, but it's like it's so dry, even for me. It really is. It's like the theme is so boring, but like it's a cool game.
This coming from Cam.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like it's just all rondels and okay.
So now it moves.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then that has to go away.
Yeah. So then we rotate it.
Technically, we're.
Are we here?
We're yeah, because that happened there.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This next turn is gonna hurt me.
3, 4, 5, 6. Oh!
This is the richest I've ever been.
This is gonna be the really bad time for me.
Both of these are blocked. Then
I only get 5. Oh, I didn't. That's garbage. I grew this one thinking I was going to be good.
Wait, you get 1.
Yeah. I thought I got 5.
My side of the
up-
forest is no longer with us. Like this is these next 2 turns. This turn is gonna be so bad for me.
I seriously get 1. What am I going to do with 1? Dang.
As it stands right now, and that's not even with people because people aren't even building yet. I'm gonna catch like 2.
Catch some rays.
I think I am going to do nothing.
Okay. Does he have a wasted turn?
I mean, I gained a sun.
Yeah, Rob's gonna catch a lot this next turn because of these guys here.
I mean, I guess I could take this off so I don't lose my pine cone, but sure, I'm done.
Okay, go ahead, man.
There's the sunshine. Campbell.
It's a good song.
Let's see. Getting this out would cost 5.
It would have been kind of cool if they could have figured out some way to do like a giant dice tower.
True.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
That would have been neat. I agree with that statement.
They could have made life-size photosynthesis, where you have to go out there and like carry out potted trees.
Ben's sitting on 9.
You go out there and like grab a pot. That'd be pretty funny, actually. I guess I'm the only one that thinks it's funny.
I think it's funny.
If they did potted plants. If I missed what
like
you said.
if you could like do photosynthesis. Like
Yeah. That you could. It would take a long time.
I mean, it's not
Hey,
really
guys,
different
let's
than
wait.
chess.
Let's wait like 30 days for the next turn.
No, I don't mean like the legit sun.
Just make like.
I just mean like somebody could like walk around and like put a sun. You could like have.
That's true.
You could have like pedestals and you walk around and you put the sun.
That
on.
is true. You could do that.
I feel like a big tree on the outside realm.
A big tree is great because you pretty much always catching points from it. That's the way to play it. That's my opinion.
I don't know. I've only played this game like 2 or 3 times, and I'm not very good at it. So
I've played it once, and
I played it 0 times.
I remember it being very, like, I think I enjoyed.
I think the same thing happened to you when you and I played. We just kept getting smoked by like other people's sunlight.
I enjoy this game like 2-player, where it's like way less cutthroat. With 4 players,
We're not intentionally cutthroat to each other in this game. Really, it's just
I'm
happens.
purchasing this for 3.
you can be
I'm
though.
gonna lose a little tree.
No need to be. You just gotta keep growing your trees.
Right. It happens organically.
Yeah, so like every time the sun's over here, I'm great, right?
Right.
When the sun's here, it sucks.
Yeah. I mean, Josh is probably just going to leave this bad boy sitting in the middle of the table
No reason not to.
and just dominate.
The only reason he'd kill it is if people like put big trees over here.
I went for the bunch of little tree strategy, which I usually try to make big trees, and I'm regretting my decision.
I like to build a bunch of little trees because then I get to choose where to make them bigger so I can catch more sunlight.
So,
Catch
Because
them
now I
rays.
have the opportunity to like Josh can't do a lot to block me because he's on the other side of the board now, and we're going this direction. So like now I have to think like, okay, we've already gone, so now I have like a little tree here I can make big.
Right.
So that's 3. And then I spent 2 to grow it.
That makes sense.
And so I had 8, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I got 3 points left. Let's get some seeds out. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2.
4. Dun 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 dun. So I found that the D&D module I wanted to run, some dude like busted out and like fixed it for 5e like all the way around, like all the checks. He added in like stat blocks for like all the monsters that don't exist in 5e.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
okay.
It's gonna be good.
I get 6.
I get 1, 2,
2,
3, 4.
This is bad.
4,
I get
7,
1, 2, 3,
5.
4, 5.
5 is bad.
I get 5.
This is where Josh gets mad again.
Well, if you look at how many trees I have, I'm not catching that one, that one,
Yeah.
that one, and that one.
I mean, it depends. It depends what you're looking for. Like,
I'm only catching 3 trees.
So I mean, 2, 4,
Like 5 is
6,
still
7.
all right.
You're catching half of your potential.
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, that's really what you need to look at in this
You're
game.
correct.
Is like what percentage of your potential you're making
Yes.
happen.
70%.
So we're coming this way this time. Ooh, big boy.
I'm over 7.
7.
I'm over 50. This stupid thing, though.
My big boy?
Yeah, I think they should add an expansion where you can like every player gets a lumberjack that they can just put out into the woods and just start cutting down trees.
Wait, hold on.
It's like Takanoko with the gardener and the panda. I'm gonna move the panda to the middle tree and just eat it.
That's pretty funny.
That game is fun. I got the expansion and I haven't played it yet though.
So that's 7.
7.
Here, hold on the last one. I guess my
I'm going to mention this.
Kim, I just knew you were sending some photoshopped thing about it with a graph on it. When you said, "Here's Josh's graph," you said it.
Those were okay. You're the one who responded, but those were pretty funny, right? Did you guys see those graphs I made for your board game things?
No. What was it? Where was it?
So Rob sent a thing for like a board game profile. Mine came back like exactly how you would expect.
Have you ever taken like a Myers-Briggs test?
Yeah.
Personality. It's like that for gaming.
Oh.
And I think it'd be cool if we took it and like talked about like our scores and like how that that'd be like a fun like bonus thing to talk to do. And like Cam's came back like completely like
Exactly
The way you think.
yeah. And so did mine. And then like Cam, like we were the only two that did it, and then Cam just made something
That's
up for you
three.
and Josh. He just like photoshops.
I'll find the pictures. They're pretty good. Did you see them, Josh?
And then I made a pie chart.
Was
for,
it on the Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
so
way back.
then
I mean, way back on
I could spend.
It's still like 5 minutes of scroll.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything else good
But-
I can really do.
But I made a pie chart from Cam that it was 100%. It was like
Yeah, I'm good.
board games that Cam blanks, and it's 100% circle of boxes with dour-looking dudes on the cover, and 0% fun-looking box covers.
I came back with the truth though, because it's not dour looking dudes, it's dudes with floppy hats.
With floppy hats.
Yeah, here's I did one for each of you guys, and
So next turn, I'm gonna get
Excuse me.
1, 2, 3, 4,
1, 2, skip a
6,
few.
7, assuming that you don't block me. And you don't have the trees. Yeah, so I'm okay there.
Man.
so for Josh's, it was like expensive model plastic, exploding kittens, and I said, this theme is so heavy, I'm not sure if this game is real or if reality is real. And then Castle Burgundy, where you had like no points. And then for years, it just said Monopoly Junior food chain magnet, and it's like line going up. And then Rob,
I said I don't think he's played either of those games actually.
I played Food Chain.
He's played
Oh,
food chain.
you have? I just thought you wanted to play it.
And here was the pie
I
chart.
still do.
Where it said
It's the
Jade boxes
racing
with
thing.
dour looking dudes on the front and games that look fun and dour looking dudes. And then your Rob's was sure the deluxe version costs $300 more, but check it out, metal coins. So there's metal coins right here. And it said realistic resources feel nice in my hand.
What is the other?
The other thing says cardboard coins and wooden cubes.
If I activate here to take the points, can I then throw a C here to retain space?
No.
No.
Or is that's I've used that space? Yeah. Okay.
Look at that sweet 22 points.
It is more than 21, that's for sure.
Better start. So you only get these if you harvest trees, or at the end we assign points to
No,
something.
you only get harvest trees.
Yeah.
So,
First start harvesting
yeah,
trees.
you want to harvest like 3 or 4 trees.
Oh, Josh, come on.
That's gonna cost me all 8. Okay.
Why would you do that to me?
Roger.
Why? Why?
What did he do?
I built a 3 tree here to block his 3 tree. I mean, I didn't do it to block his 3 tree.
There's no harvest my tree tree.
The only other place I could put it was over here.
I
But
feel
if
like
do
we're in
that-
Dr. Seuss book.
Well, hold on. Is that what I want to do instead?
3 tree free sneeze.
No, Ben. Here's what I'm gonna do. It's the same thing. I'm just gonna do that instead. Happy?
What we're gonna do is I'm gonna buy this tree. Done.
Okay. I'm getting 9. Right? I'm gonna make sure I'm doing this correctly. I get 2 for this, then I get 3 for this, and then I get 3 for that. So that's 3, 6, 7, 8, and then this one way over here gets me 1 for 9.
I get 1, 2,
3, 6, 7, 8.
5,
9.
6.
Yep. And I get 2.
Campbell gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I get
7,
4
Campbell gets 8.
because of this thing. Kick it.
Was I already first player? Yeah, I was first player now.
Cam, you got 8.
Yeah, I got.
Son.
I thought I had him. Did you do the bottom of the box?
Yeah, I did. Oh,
Where's the
this
bottom
way
of the
next.
box? Will you hand me the bottom of the box, Josh? Just wanted to see. Oh yeah. I bought this this sold out at Gen Con when I bought it. The Norwegian designer was there.
Already signed them.
Or whatever, yeah.
That's cool.
He like busted off like the corner plastic.
Alright, go
I
ahead,
don't know
Cam.
who this guy is. It's Halmer Hawk. Who's gonna say that in the podcast?
Not it.
I mean, the art is so good. Halmer Hawk. So Callum recommended this place called Broken Arrow. Even when he was in Scotland, he was using them online for like T-shirts and stuff.
In the morning?
Yeah, and he's like, I've never been there, but they have a showroom on. I was gonna go in there and look at like shirt material and stuff.
I was gonna talk to Trav also. Our friend Travis works at a screen printing company in Minneapolis,
Okay.
Minnesota.
I just thought I could go in there and like feel the material, like just because I want some like comfy shirts. I'm just thinking for like Gen Con, for our meetup.
I was thinking it could be cool if we reached out to some of the people that were really that we're becoming really good friends with, and asked them if we could get some promos. And we put together some Board Boys promo packs for Gen Con, where it would be like a sticker, like one of our stickers, a Terraforming Mars Snow Algae promo, a Sagrada.
We're giving out something that costs 60 cents.
But seriously, people like go crazy for promos.
Oh,
but if we got like the Sagrada promo,
I mean, like for our meetup, like we have a few things to give out.
Yeah.
My Josh, your tree's blown.
Huh? Right now it is. But when the sun comes this way next turn.
The
Wait,
sun
little trees block big trees?
No.
How many like sun songs can we come up with, Cam?
Oh, it's gonna go here. I get it.
Oh, I was thinking it was coming this way next. So I didn't build here because I thought Rob was gonna build here.
No, it's gonna be here going this way. So you did block my big tree.
So sorry, if it's coming here, I actually want to do this. Sorry.
Wow.
Because I'm trying to collect on both those trees, and I still will. That way. I was thinking it would come all the way over here. So it wasn't something I was doing on purpose. In fact, I'd rather not block you and get extra stuff.
You know what is exciting to me about this big tree?
What's
It
that?
blocks both of Josh's big trees.
Which one? That one?
This one.
It would be, except I'm gonna harvest this one for 4.
The sun will come out.
Where'd you
tomorrow.
go? Sorry, 17.
Oh, we have a new leader.
If only for a moment.
I mean, a leader.
And then I'm gonna spend.
I'm pretty sure there's no way I'm winning this game.
John's gonna get some big points.
Josh is taking a super cereal.
Throw this. This will cost me. Wait, oh sorry, I still have this guy up here that I never spent. So it'll cost me 2. I'll throw this here. And I know it's getting blocked. That's fine.
Can you harvest a smaller tree?
No,
Thanks for,
it has the max out.
thanks for asking your wife to raise some almonds and steal them from you.
And I've got 2. I might as well go ahead and. Throw a tree here and throw 1.
Wait.
Or sorry, just be the 1. I'd throw 1. I'd spend the 1.
Yeah.
I'd spend the 1, and then I'd have to buy it. Yeah, you're right. So I don't need to throw the 1, and I'll throw from here over there. I'm gonna go use the restroom.
I'm gonna go to the restroom.
That's what we keep him around for. Can't believe I'm gonna build this right after we do that down there, but it's something I did.
Oh, you got birds in your trees.
I know, right?
Birds in all the trees. You got some foxes on there.
You can't mess with the blue spruce, man. Like, I could put something like this down, but I don't know what it's gonna do. Okay, I'm done. There's a little bunny rabbit down here. This is the kind of game that I like, but I don't want to think too hard about it. Like, I'm not sure why, but I do not feel invested in winning the game anytime I've ever played.
Sure.
I just think it's fun and pretty to.
It was fun.
I'd rather just like.
Actually, I'm gonna lose that tree.
To me, this is more like a game that I would rather just like.
Take 2 points.
You know, just have on the tables and you can drink and talk and have fun.
Yeah. So you're done.
I suppose that's how my
1, 2, 3,
My
4,
brain
5,
goes
6,
to it.
7.
This blocks to here all the way.
No. Oh yeah, this is gonna block those.
I get 100% this time.
1, 2, 3,
Getting all
4,
your trees
5.
out.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Unless I'm screwing up, because I screwed up another time. But I think
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, that's a big one. Thanks.
Do we just find a way for me to get one more point?
Josh is gonna get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No, this doesn't go because of that.
Oh. So
1, 2,
3, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Oh, he's first anyway. Now, what time did we start this?
Not really, no. How long does Arboretum take?
When I started my timer, we've been playing the game for 38 minutes.
Yeah, but we've
We've definitely been playing longer than that though, because I didn't start it right off the bat. Arboretum should be like 30 minutes.
That's cool.
It's
If we're gonna play games like 1 and we record for an hour, that'll get me home at like 2:30, which will be fine. Maybe 3, which would still be okay.
I'm gonna come back to games tonight.
What for?
We're gonna find this out.
My turn.
yeah.
Plan it out where you might just
We're
live
going
out here the whole day.
Rent.
Oh.
I was thinking we wouldn't go so far in the
My, oh, okay. Did you guys give me my song already?
Yeah, you scored that tree,
Well-
and that tree.
Yeah. So 3, 4, 6. Okay.
Josh's version of time is he lives in a time dilation loop or something.
What?
Because he called me, he's like, I'll be there in a couple minutes.
Yeah, I always think I'm fat. Like it'll take.
And then like,
faster to
well, I'll be there like in
I'm the
10
same way,
minutes,
it's
and I'm like,
because
we're
you're
not
an
even to
optimist.
Huxley
Optimists.
yet. And you're stopping.
Optimists think that they can get places faster than they can.
I mean, I normally am on time for most things,
Right.
But sometimes it will. Like today, I hit every single
Yeah.
red light between
Yeah.
my house and Ankeny, and it added 10 minutes to my.
Oh
commute.
sure. No, it was just funny because you told him like, well, we're like 10 minutes out and like we haven't stopped at Casey's yet and we're not to Huxley yet. I was like, nope, not 10 minutes away.
Bye bye, little tree.
I made great time up here. I left my house at 8:30. I was here right at the crack of 9. Like I stepped, like I parked
Buying
my
this
van.
for one,
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not going to spend it. I'm not going to throw it. So
My turn?
that is it.
Alright. I'm going to buy this for 5.
Okay.
Then I'm going to. I mean, I better get it down, I guess. So I'm gonna upgrade it for. What was that, 3? Upgrade it. And with my remaining 2, I will do nothing.
Go ahead, Ben.
Man, even following the dealt hand at all.
I like what they're doing.
I mean, I do too, but I don't know that it's like a.
In the from the photo, granted, I know it's social media, so you can make it look however you want. But the photos that they post make it seem like that they're having some success with their events.
Yeah.
1, 2,
Like.
3, 4, 5,
And like I think like a board game cafe is like a great idea, or like a board game brewery. Like I would love to do that. But like I think $10 entry into something like that for like a 3-hour.
Well, I think
is
they're-
like steep.
They're trying to gauge it right now.
Yeah, I mean I think that's just too much.
Yeah.
Like you go to like a cafe or something, and then usually it's like
You don't
like
count.
$5 play all day kind of thing. Like I think $5 is probably the
1, 2, 3, 4,
Catch it
5,
7.
6.
I get 7.
I get 6.
6, 7, 8.
You're not stuck too.
I get 10. So I'm gonna. Sure. I'm gonna buy those 3 trees. Don't know if that's good or not. I did it.
How much juice you sent on there, Josh?
6.
This is the
Which
this
means
is,
this tree is not going 3.
this is the side of the side of the board that I get some action in. Yeah, I feel like Campbell is like all over the board.
I feel like I've gotten a lot of energy, but I haven't turned it into a whole lot yet.
That's a
I do have 3 2s on the board and a 3.
3.
I mean, the only way to score points is to try to cycle through your big trees multiple times, and you only have 2 of them.
They're expensive. So what I'm thinking about doing right now is leaving this guy off the board, and then every turn from now on, trying to maximize my light, but then only pay 4, and then cash it and buy it again.
Cash it.
But then that would still be 2 turns to move a tree, because
Right.
no, because you could cash one for 4, then buy it for 4, then upgrade it 2 on a different square. You would need 12 sun, or
Sure.
sorry, 11 sun to do such a thing.
That makes sense.
And I don't know if saving the sun is that important.
Save this.
So I try to do it all in one.
Well, I hear in a few billion years it's going to go out.
But where I'm sitting right now, this guy's still going to collect 1, 2 more times, so I want to cash him before this. So you're done?
Yep.
Alright. So let's go. I have 10.
Didn't Montgomery Burns fly the spruce goose? Like you're a Simpson. You weren't a Simpsons guy.
I was. I just don't know what you're talking. I don't know that specific episode.
I'm thinking of the one where like he's the who's the real life eccentric billionaire guy that
Richard
like
Branson?
no that like that lived and like wore shoe boxes like Kleenex boxes on his feet and like wouldn't
Oh, I've heard of that guy. I know who you're talking about.
fingernails and he had something to do with airplanes. I can't remember his name, but they were spoofing him. I can't believe that show's still on the air.
Anything else I can do? I don't have any buds out.
Sun's out, blood's out.
I don't know if there's anywhere I can collect either.
Sun's out, guns out.
You know what though? Let's spend 2. I don't know if it'll be worth it to toss this here.
I spent 9, and I'm going to go ahead and go ahead, Rem.
That's it. Final round, fight.
So this is the first play of the final round here.
So I'm gonna get 1, 2, 3,
And
5,
so far-
6, 7, 8, 9.
Josh is the only one that's harvested a
Yeah.
tree.
1, 2, 3, 4,
1,
5,
2,
6, 7, 8,
5,
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 12.
Oh my god, I think I'm only getting 3
This is I think the biggest catch I'll get all game.
because of this stupid thing. It even blocks that bad boy.
Well, you dookie us right there, so.
What?
I said you dookie me and Josh right there.
Oh,
and Ben. You hit all 3 of them. Oh no, because it stopped there. But then he got hit.
So I think I only get 3.
Duking yourself.
I mean,
Alright, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This doesn't catch.
This catches.
No, it doesn't.
Where you?
sure it does. It's only-
Oh, sorry. I think you were coming from that way. I'm an idiot. Yeah, you get it.
6, 9, 11. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
Alright.
That is it.
Yeah, dude.
So I'm going to pay 4 to harvest this.
Okay. And you'll grab that one. You are the loudest chewer
I'm a loud chewer, man.
in my entire life.
Loud chewer. That's my name. That's my game.
That's your MO.
Chewing loudly for the boys.
That was 4. I spent on that.
Mm-hmm.
Buying again would give me a 9. Planting it would give me 12. I think I'll do that. That's 12, so now I'm over here. Upgrade. All these little
That wind.
That window.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Go for the cam.
Okay.
Don't.
Let's go.
I think they're gonna
5.
maps in this board.
Where can I put them where he'll actually catch some sunlight?
For some rays.
Or possibly catch some sunlight. These guys are out for the next round, but then they'd be pretty good in all of the rounds after that. But I need to get one of my 2 trees back. So let's go. Here. 3 plus 4. I'm gonna replace it for 2. This is gonna be a not good spot for it. This is probably the best place for it, right?
I'll spend 8 over here, and then I'm gonna spend.
See, I was gonna do that too, but then I was like, this is where Josh is gonna build a level 3 tree, so definitely not.
I'll spend 1, 2, 3.
Rob?
Hey, Rob.
I guess it cost me 4. Sure, I'm gonna get a couple of
This is
these.
gonna be a painful collection situation.
Collection?
Collection.
Ooh, there's that rain.
That is hail.
Oh, that is hail.
That's fun.
When am I talking about it, talking about it, talking about it, talking about it?
Wow, my card got
Alright.
That's it. Go ahead. Rotate.
Rotate.
Rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Rotation
5,
shit.
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We put a level 2 there.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I get 10.
Yeah, it doesn't get points either. Because of this thing.
So why'd you do that then?
Because I need to grow it to make big trees later.
Put it there then.
No, I didn't want, because that's not gonna ever get anything. I put it here and here.
Okay. On first.
Nothing to.
So this guy is not going to
nothing.
collect again.
Nothing. Do get it
This
for
next
here.
round, so
5.
now's probably the time to pull it for 4.
I get 5. 5 back.
Got your point. Got your points.
That's 3. Two, 1.
Okay.
I'm not putting it in, I don't think. Alright, done. Done, son.
I'm gonna spend 1, 2, 3. Something. And then I'm gonna spend 2. I got this here.
I don't know why I even did that. That was just a waste of a turn to spend 3 here. I'm only ever going to catch 1 more sunlight from it.
Just tell me when it's my
It's a
turn.
huge waste.
Gotcha.
Have you played Arboretum before?
But it's really easy, right?
Actually.
The scoring is not. It's complicated, but no, the game is pretty easy.
This was the dumbest thing I've ever done.
What?
Building a tree here just now. Or that's when you don't usually do it. I wasted 2 sunlight points.
Talk about it.
Yep, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to harvest this bad boy. And that's it.
Okay.
Ben.
Ben.
Well,
I'm so dumb. I'm just a dumb guy.
I mean, it's gonna hit 1 sun.
That's it. I don't know why I built it. It cost me 3 to build. It's never going to hit another sun after that. And I have no need to have another little tree on the board. Because I'm just going to be killing trees for the rest of the game.
ours is 3. Ours is 4. Buyback 9. Nobody wants to see shade.
Alright.
Yep.
Maybe 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm gonna 8.
I get 7. Is Josh first?
I think this is the time to chop this now. I think.
Okay.
Because it's gonna get blocked here, it's gonna get blocked here, and then it's back to that. Yeah, so it's not gonna score again. And then I'm gonna spend 3 or 5.
Wait, your big tree comes back here.
Seed, little
It's going
tree.
to, yeah. I'm gonna go
Seed,
there.
little tree,
I'm gonna go
middle
there.
tree.
Big tree.
I don't think I can harvest. I don't think there's enough time in the game to harvest the middle.
There's not. That's what I just counted out.
Okay. My turn then?
No.
Well, fine then. Okay. Easy enough.
Alright, Rob, what you got?
I'm waiting for him to finish.
Can I buy this and not place it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 5 and buy the big boy.
Okay, cool. My turn?
Yeah. Actually, hold on. I just gotta figure this out real quick. Okay, so it's supposed to be 4.
Oh. I'm buying and placing this thing.
Okay.
You done, Zoe?
Yeah, I think I wasted 4 things by buying
I
that.
wasted a bunch of things by doing that. It was stupid. It was a waste of 5 sunlight to pull the seed, toss it, grow the tree.
I think I lost 4 sunlight from doing that.
There was like absolutely no reason I needed another tree over here. I have more than enough trees to cut down for the rest of the game. And I probably needed those extra few sunlight to do the last one. I'll be surprised if I can collect 4 before the end of the game. I think I'm only going to
Chop it.
We'll see.
Chop it.
Go ahead.
Chop it. Chop it.
I might get 4. I might get 5 even. I just don't know how to map it out.
You think you're gonna chop 5 trees?
I'm going to chop between 3 and 5. Almost certainly not 6.
Total or more?
Total. I only have 1 chop though.
I only have 1 as well.
Josh has 2, and he's got a 3-bagger out there also.
I think I'm only gonna chop 2 more trees. Maybe a 3rd one. So I might get to 4.
I have nice sunlight for the rest of the game. For where I am on the board, that's going to help.
Yeah.
You'd have a turn of really nice sunlight coming up too.
Not this turn.
Next 2 turns from now.
In 2 turns from now, the game's over.
This turn is gonna be terrible.
No, game ends. This is the final turn right here. That's
Yeah,
3
in
turns.
in 2 turns, because Rob will go. And
There's 3 turns left.
how?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, I miscounted. Oh well.
There still wasn't enough time to
I
build
missed
a tree
that top
at all.
one that last time you went around and over.
Because at this turn I could have dropped, if I dropped a seed, little tree, middle tree, big tree.
There's not enough time.
How will it work though? Because it'll go to you. You'll become the first player, and then it'll go.
There's just not enough
it'll
time.
just keep going. I get it. That doesn't line up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I don't know if going first really isn't a bonus as far as I'm concerned in this game. You want to go last, honestly, so you can see where everybody else's trees are.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I think it just really depends.
The later you go in the turn, the better, I think. Unless you're racing for the center, which Josh stayed there the whole time, so it wasn't.
Harvest this for 4. Buy it back for 5.
I couldn't imagine
Plant it
playing
for
this with
3.
The cutthroat one?
yeah, like where you can't grow stuff if it's shaded.
Yeah.
Might be interesting.
Go ahead, Cam.
Okay. I'm just gonna grab this and grow it, and that's a cost of 8. And we're gonna put it. I think this is the spot where it's gonna get the most sun because there won't go on that time, and it'll block this out. So yeah, here.
Okay.
So I get
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Actually,
6,
I get
7,
decent sun here. I
8,
get
9, 10.
2. I get 5.
I get 3, 4,
This was the stupid thing I
5,
did.
6, I think. So score 1,
Although it's
2,
really only bad in this spot.
There's 2 turns left after this,
and then this box says.
which means I gotta harvest and buy a tree and plant it.
Score, but this row, so 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm just harvesting that bad boy. That's me.
I'm only gonna harvest 3 more trees this game.
I did.
Oh, go ahead.
My turns are lightning quick. I'm like
harvest
a guy that
that.
sings Kung Fu Fighting.
4. I have 4 points left.
Carl something.
Carl Douglas.
Everyone was Kung Fu Fighting.
I made a dumb mistake.
Shit.
This is gonna cost me a tree harvest.
No.
Yeah, and I definitely can't win the game with only 4 trees harvested, so. Oh well.
If I take this one instead, I get no light from here. And over here, I will.
Don't do it.
So that's there.
Is that one of your big boys?
Yeah.
So it's blocking 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
2 turns left. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, so I'm gonna harvest this guy for 4. And that is an outer ring. Then
Shit. Still don't have enough points. Maybe like
I think that's
short,
what I'm doing.
maybe like short of sunlight.
Okay.
For the next 2 turns. You know, wait, that sucks.
And it sucks. It does suck to suck.
that's what they say.
Mm-hmm. That's what Hallmark Hawk says.
Is that the play? Can't decide if that's the play. No, because that's going to get blocked either way. That's a stupid play. This is the play.
And boom goes the dynamite, says John.
And then. Hold on.
I mean, you already took your sunlight, so.
Yeah, I still have sun to spend.
That's cool, but it doesn't affect me moving the board.
Alright.
Wait, can I take my sunlight now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I mean, essentially,
6.
yes.
I'll take 6.
I get 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Just trying to help the pace of play.
Alright, you first.
What am I gonna do with this? I've got to buy one. I got to place it. That's 9.
You're not gonna get any more sunlight.
And then I'm gonna need 8.
Yeah, because we end after this turn, not after this turn, right?
Yeah, so he's only this and then one more.
Yeah. When the sun completed 1 revolution around the board, the top token of the sun is drawn off the box. The game ends when the sun has completed 3 revolutions.
Completed 3 revolutions.
Yeah.
So
That
And
means
what
it
is it?
comes back to here.
yeah, we won't do that turn. It'll be done.
You get 1 point for every 3 unused light.
Oh, what?
I mean, it's,
I could have been banking up my light.
yeah, man. Shows you right there.
Turn to 8. I can harvest and buy the big tree back. And then it's going to have it here. And it's not going to matter. I'm going to get the big tree back now this time. Can't do it. Here's the route.
Right.
Can only harvest 1 more tree no matter what happens. No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's my problem. Too.
I
just
could-
don't have
I
enough
could get
sun,
this here.
and I would have had enough sun
I could
had
get
I
this
not done
here,
this stupid thing right here.
right? I could get this here and then boom. Guaranteed 6 sun.
Yeah.
But that's not enough to harvest both those. Or I could harvest.
I can
Or I could
harvest
harvest
trees, buy
that
both
tree.
the big ones back, and plant a level 3 tree. If I'd saved those 3 sun, I would have been able to plant one more level 3 tree.
Or I could harvest that now.
What?
This is the count of times the Campbell's mentioned that spot, just if you're curious.
For 4.
We're up to 8 times since you made that move and you talked about that move.
Now, I realized it was done like right after,
Nah.
and I was just gonna be like, I don't want to do that,
4.
but it was our Josh was already taking his turn, so
I'll have 4 light left.
Yeah. I mean, I shouldn't have planted that seed.
Ugh.
And
4 light left.
I also should have planted that tree. Or, no, I shouldn't have bought this.
So I take that.
It's just sitting over here. I was just like, that equals 10 sun. I have 10 sun to use this round. I'll probably play them all. I fell into the
I'm gonna be
man.
2 sun short.
I'm gonna harvest 2 more trees.
I'm also gonna harvest 2 more.
I can
Could have
only
harvested
harvest
3 more.
I can only
sun
harvest 1.
points.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
I
know. That's how it is.
13 no matter what.
The thing is, do you
So
get it
nothing
while
on
you
the
get more
board?
points, or do you?
Nothing on the board matters at the end.
No, just your sun points.
Go ahead, Cam.
Fudge.
Alright.
Wait, I haven't done it.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were done. My bad.
He's just been mulling over there.
Rolling. Harvest that for 4, I guess.
Actually, if I want 2 of these, I'm gonna have to wait and harvest them both in the last round.
We got 2 big trees out.
You
Big
can't-
trees are
you
worth
can't
3?
You can't harvest a tree the same turn you grow it to 3, right?
No.
That's why I'm saying, like, I
See,
have
if
to
I get
grow
this
this
back,
tree
I
this
can have
round.
2 big trees here and here. And from this direction, it's only going to get me 6.
Which means I'm gonna have to take a lower point total because you guys are gonna harvest those before me.
Yep.
So
Okay.
doesn't matter, dudes.
Okay. So
I've left myself literally.
we'll harvest
nothing
this
to do
guy
in the last
for 4.
turn.
We'll buy him for 4. That was at first.
Yeah.
1 banger.
I'm feeling a solid 4th place on this one. I mean, not solid. I'm gonna be right behind these guys because they have bigger numbered chips than I do.
I have no idea where I'm at right now. I've got.
Oh, you've got it.
Yeah, the game's locked up for you.
I'm pretty sure because you're gonna harvest these 2, right? Yeah, I mean, you've got this. You're the only one that scored.
I was trying to figure out if there was another way that I could get third tree harvested, but
I don't think you're gonna. I think we're all gonna harvest 4 trees.
So I think the play is gonna be.
Yeah.
You're just gonna have bigger numbers.
See, I'm so close because I can buy this and then I can only plant 1 more, and 3 more would let me plant 2 of them and harvest both next round.
2
You
suns
might as well
off.
just save your sons and score points.
That's what I'm saying. So I gotta put this guy down for 3, and we'll put him right here. The 2 zone. So I don't think I'm getting. Well, that's worth 17 points. I'm first next time. That'll still be worth 17. So
How do you feel about not
this is
playing
fun.
already?
I'm gonna go and harvest here for 4. And do I want to harvest the last one for 4? Maybe I get 1 more out for 5. That's it. Okay. Rotate it.
Rotate it.
3. I get 6. 11.
I guess I do this last, but
Okay, done.
Okay.
when it comes to my turn, I'm getting a 2 and a 1 chip. Josh isn't getting either of those things.
Done.
Okay, got my 4.
So I got 0 sun. I got 60.
I got 65.
2.
65.
8. Carry the 1.
This is actually my high score in this game.
Is it?
That I've
What did I get last time?
that I've tracked. I don't have a score for you. That was before I started
Oh, yeah.
tracking stuff.
Yeah, I guess it probably was when
I
I
had 71.
first started coming here.
The winner is the player with the most seeds and trees on the board.
34.
You guys want to tie it up? I mean, for second.
Did some for a second, because I got it.
What do you got over there? So you should have 68?
You got 65.
No, he's got my chips. You should have 68.
34.
Mm-hmm.
He's auditing you.
Well,
46.
final complaint. This decision right here cost me the game.
68.
Plus 3.
10.
71.
Alright.
What'd you get, Rob?
Did you guys count
60.
on your board?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my
And what's the tiebreaker?
0.
Trees and seeds on the board.
Actually, you only scored 70 because it's every 3 points. Or every 3 sun.
Oh, so even though you're on the row.
Yeah, because it says every 3 unused light points. So, like,
if I could
whatever
have
you're past. It's okay. I'm not going to change my score tracker for you.
And medallion.
Was it?
If I'd had 2 more light, 2 more sun.
Yeah,
Man.
the thing is, see, the one I would have
Tear this down. How long is that going to take?
So we both done the
Yeah,
things
play
we have
Weekend
done.
Arboretum and then we'll get
I
going.
need this.
So, better to tie the game.
I need this
Second
kind of
place.
internet. I've dropped 0 frames in here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And, like, I could totally up the quality of it.
Yeah. Well, hey, good game, guys.
What do you think about not playing Arboretum?
I think we should. Real quick. 'Cause we can play it quick, right?
Yeah.
It's just a card game. I think our problem with this is we think
As long as we start recording by
I
the time,
don't.
try to get on
The
board.
problem with this game took long because you guys are slow.
Hey, F you, man.
I mean, I got last, but I just made my moves because, like I said earlier, like this game doesn't grab me in a way. Like I enjoy it, but I could give two craps if I win or lose this game. It's kind of just like a look, pretty trees, and I place them on there. But like, Josh was hungry for that win. I saw it in his eyes.
No, I wasn't.
Cam,
What's up?
you want to hear a funny story about Josh?
Yeah, dude.
You bought him a hot coat when he was done.
Yeah, because I don't want
Now it's
to
a cold cocoa.
I'll still drink it. I said I'll still drink it.
Can I have a small baggie?
It's small. Oh yeah, I had the chips and whatever. You can put them in there if you want. Mine already got dumped into here. I would just put let's at least put the small suns and stuff in a bag. So I don't
Oh,
use
I
those.
put mine in with my thing.
Okay, that's good enough.
Oh, I threw the seeds into the.
It's fine.
But there's the small sound.
I'm not gonna fix it right now. I don't know.
My complaint is that the player boards and the game board are the same.
They don't fold up to the same. On the upside, they make the. You can't put your trees on.
Why no?
Doesn't fit.
Hexmore wins.
At least you can put everything back in the box assembled.
Yeah.
Patriots took a QB.
Who'd they take?
Tom Brady Jr.
Jarrett Sidham.
Where's he from? Oh, okay.
All right, 4-player game. We're going to use all 10 species of trees. That is 80 cards. I don't have the thing over here. Dad only calls me when I'm playing board games.
Your dad does? Let's see.
Can we do that intro again for this?
The setup?
Hey, this is Board Boy Rob here at Reiman Gardens. We're playing Arboretum.
Is this the same stream, or are you going to chop it into two?
It's the same stream, but I'm going to chop it up into videos later.
Sure.
Now we have to start over again,
This is Board Boy Rob. We're here at Reiman Gardens playing Arboretum. It is a card game for 2 to 4 players, now out by Renegade Games. We've also got the other board boys here. Want to say hello, fellas?
Hey, this is Tree Master Josh.
Oh, sorry.
Is it most seeds on the board Cam?
Yeah, this is why did I spend those extra things and
It was
complain about it all
60.
the camp?
Number 10, right there. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We got the double digits.
He hit 10 at the end.
Yeah.
That was 11. Cam goes to 11.
What's that? Why hit 11 to 1?
Yeah.
On the stat. I'm going to call out, we'll figure out what it is. There's going to be a play in the game, and then Campbell's going to regret the decision and then for the rest of the game.
You know what?
He's going to talk about the
It
decision.
may be obnoxious, but at least I know what loses a game for me.
Yeah,
Like,
we do too.
Let's try to play this. Let's try to play this.
It's just a mystery.
We'll see it. We might be able to play it like in the camera a little bit, at least most of it, if we try to play it.
This game's got a lot of take back, so get ready.
Yeah.
Not from the very end.
Okay.
I just wish we were playing with shiny cards.
This is Arboretum. We are playing 4-player game.
Arboretum?
We're using 10 species of cards. That means there's 80 cards in the deck. There's 1 through 8 of every species of tree. Okay. What I will be doing is dealing out 7 cards, I think. Oh, the player who most recently watered a plant is named the start player. That's you?
I watered my trees and photosynthesis.
You didn't. There was no watering mechanic.
I guarantee you I'm the most recent one to water a
Who are you?
plant with my plant life.
really, because I took a piss on a fern in there instead of in the urinal, so.
Whoever is seated to the right of the start player is the dealer.
As a dealer.
So should we just get Schwazi out of here?
You're not to the right.
You're to the right.
Oh, I'm to the right. Whoops. I'm the dealer. Everyone's getting 7?
Yeah.
So you're just going to use that arbitrary thing as a...
Yeah.
Alright, that's totally fine.
Hey.
But, you know what? I really pissed on a fern in there, so...
That's true. And
we're gonna get kicked out.
It's okay. Campbell,
We're watching our stream.
I need to
Yeah, I was
have,
watching my stream too, right on that fern.
I need to let Campbell have a reason to complain about the end of the game because I went first
Yes.
arbitrarily.
No.
3, 4,
In
5,
most games,
6.
being first doesn't really matter.
So
In some games, it does.
the remainder of the deck is
Save it for the cast.
face down in a draw pile.
Hey.
All right.
Okay.
Here's the deal. I would buy 7 Wonders Duel. If anyone found it used or heard of someone's buy it.
Some Wonders Duel is great. Have you played that one yet?
If anyone's watching the stream,
You can borrow my copy and play it.
Okay. So we've all played a card game, right? You know, we got like I said, there's 10 different suits,
Yep.
1 through 8. On your turn, what you're going to do is you're going to draw 2 cards. And there must be no discard. So like being first actually is
Each
kind of bad.
person has a discard.
Yeah, whoever is seated to the
According to
right.
Tom Basil.
All right. So essentially on your turn, you're drawing 2 cards,
Keep on.
and then you're playing 1 card to your Arboretum, and you're playing 1 card to your discard pile. Okay? When you draw cards, you can draw from the top of the deck, or you can draw from anyone's top card in their discard pile.
Yep.
Okay? And that's the whole game. But how you need to know how to build your Arboretum to score points. Okay? So, at the end of the game, that'll be when this deck runs out. We're going to score points. We're going to go through this score pad and essentially start with the blue spruce and go all the way down and score points. Only one person is going to get to score each of these suits unless you're tied. So what's going to happen is I'm going to say blue spruce, and you're going to look for the longest streak of blue spruce, and that's what you're going to be. That's what you're going to score. But to score that in front of you, you're going to have some value of them in your hands.
Okay.
The most values. So if I have like a 10-point blue spruce line in front of me, but I have 0 in my hand, and you have 2 blue spruce points in your hand, I don't get to score.
And the value of the card is like the point.
Yep. So you're going to score based on what's on the table.
Do you add all the cards together, or just the highest card?
Well, I'll tell you how they score in a second, but essentially you're going to score something for them on the table, but only if you have the highest value of them in your hand. Okay? If you have the 8 in your hand, and someone else has the 1, it makes your 8 a 0. So if you hold the 8 being like, I'm going to hold on to this so I can score this, and someone has the 1, they negate that.
What if you have the 8 and the 1? Then you have 9.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yep.
What if you have a foil of 8 Charizard?
It is possible to gain the right to score points for a species that isn't yours, then you just don't score it. Like if I have the blue, if all 3 of us have blue spruce points on the board, but you don't, but you have the most blue spruce cards, then we all just score 0 for that.
Okay.
Okay. If nobody has that card, let's say we all could score points for it, and we all have value 0 in our hands, we all get to score it.
Or if you all value 3.
Same amount.
Yeah. If we all have the same, if we tie for value, then we all get to score it. Okay, so how you're laying these out is orthogonally adjacent on your board. Okay.
And runs of cards can go any way at the orthogonally, right?
Yep. And you're always going to score your longest path. The rule is, whenever you're looking at lines, though, they always have to be the higher number. So if this is 1, this could be 4, and then this would have to be bigger than 4.
Okay. So they have to go in ascending, descending order.
As you're looking in your thing. So that's how
regardless of the species.
Regardless of the species.
They have 14 nights in here.
I've already said that.
No, you said they do, or we should?
No, on Mondays and Tuesdays, he said.
Yeah,
they did. I was curious what their library, what they got for a library. Or if they got one at all.
Gross.
So how it's going to score is
You eating that stuff?
you're going to score 1 card.
Should we drink it right away?
You get a point for every card in the thing, and then you get an extra point if it starts with a 1, right?
Yeah, so
far these are all legal plays.
And I take it there's just 8 of each card, and that's how it works.
Yes.
So where does it take that come into play?
stopping people from scoring their stuff.
So there's nothing else, you can't just be like, oh yeah, you're taking this card out of your tableau.
No, but I mean...
So just hanging on to the ones.
Yeah.
Having more cards in the thing than...
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as numbers goes, these are all legal plays, but this is my longest run of any species.
No, this is one. So when you're counting them, it has to be, you look for the last and the first one, and then you have to go between that. So actually this is...
I'm gonna...
I mean, this is...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Right, this is not a legal run, because between this and this goes down.
And then back up.
Yeah. So what you're looking to do is start and end with the same species.
Like
you just get...
This would have been 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, except for this is a 5. Sorry. So like this. Yeah.
No, because you're going down.
Oh,
and back
well...
up. Right. Okay, I see.
It has to be ascending order.
Can you duplicate numbers?
No. I don't believe so. Like, here's some examples on here, and there's no duplicates or anything.
Should we look at Campbell's hand and see what his starting cards are? Listeners on the stream, should we look at
Draw
Campbell's
two.
hand?
You're always gonna have
Joe and I
exactly
were
7
playing
cards
Uno,
in
we
your
talked
hand.
about that.
The dealer calls out
What?
a species.
I remember you guys talking about Uno.
Yeah, we played Uno.
Yeah.
And we played it with
So,
Caroline.
I want to get that started when we're done here.
on each subsequent turn, you must play a card adjacent, horizontally or vertically, to one or more cards already in your arboretum.
Mm-hmm.
So, the placement you can place however you want. But when you're scoring a path is a sequence of orthogonally adjacent cards of ascending value. Where the first and last card are the same species.
Oh, okay.
Each card on the path must be greater value than the card before it, but the values do not have to be consecutive. So when you're placing, you can do it however you want. When you're looking at a path, it has to be ascending.
Yeah.
Okay. You score 1 point for each card in the path. You score an additional point if at least 4 cards in the path are the same species. Okay. You score an additional point if your path begins with a 1. You score an additional 2 points if it ends with an 8.
Okay.
A single card can be used in multiple paths of different species. If you have multiple viable scoring paths, you pick one. It's the most valuable one. So if you have like a 7, like if you have a 7 value where they're all worth 1, and then you have like 4 in a row that would be worth 8, that one would be worth 1.
You hold 1s because 1s counter 8s.
You can counter an 8, like somebody else's 8.
But
in
if
their
you
hand to
see
score.
an 8 get played, then you may as well play the 1, because then the 1's not worth it.
And that's the game. The scoring is the hardest part, is thinking about how that works.
And so you always draw 2 and discard 1.
You're always going to have 7 cards in your hand when it's not your turn.
Okay.
I've never scored more than 10 points in this game.
Go first, Rob.
Sounds like it'd be kind of hard to score a lot.
Yeah.
And you have your own. And so you draw 2 cards. So you can you draw 2 cards from the same person's discard pile?
Yeah. You would get a look at the first card always, and then take the second one. So.
Oh, so if you're drawing from a discard pile, you have to draw 2 from their discard pile.
No, you can choose. You can choose.
I can
like
do 1 from his and 1 from yours.
Can
I could draw one. Yes, I can draw from here and then decide to draw from something else.
Sounds good. Where do you play then?
Like Ticket to Ride.
Yep.
She's got a ticket to ride.
That's amazing. Gonna do that. And
You can only play 1. You gotta play 1 and discard 1.
yeah, I imagine.
Let's go on the Instagram. Tell them.
Let's just if we kind of play kind of in the middle so we can see it. If we just sideways our discard piles or something. That's me.
Sure.
Ooh, Ben. Give me that look. Give me those eyes.
This is on the edge of the board.
Okay.
I'm on the edge.
And then over here, where my finger at, that's the edge of the board over there.
Okay. So I'll either, at the beginning of my turn, I draw 1, and then I get to look at that card, and then I get to decide.
No, you draw 2.
But you can draw 1 from here, and then you can decide if he wants this one or not.
Yeah.
You can draw from subcard of any player's discard pile, including your own. You may draw both cards from the same source or from different. If you draw the first from your draw pile, you may view it before deciding which other card to draw. In the ring. Yeah, play 1 card to Arboretum.
That's
Cold, rainy.
Play a card.
That's how it goes.
Okay. Ben, are you going? Is that your play?
Discard 1 card from your hand and your personal discard.
Okay.
I'm on the edge of nowhere. And you can kind of decide, you can kind of pace in
Is
the
this
end.
your discard? Can we keep?
That's my discard.
Okay, you don't have discard now because he took.
I took Rob's discard.
Okay.
Yeah, we just put
And then so see, like my vertical card is my tableau, and then my sideways card. Ben's the one over here, kind of messing with everybody's brain.
There we go. That works. Okay, so I get to draw 1. Oh, fun.
Fun time.
You have your own discard pile, so we'll keep it maybe like there. Rob put his there.
So I get to, if I wanted to take another one from here,
You have to take 2.
Oh, wait, I have to take 2. Okay.
You always have to draw 2 cards.
Okay.
Just wherever you draw them.
And now I need to discard 1.
Yeah.
Yes. After you played your 2 pine cone.
2 pine cone.
Go ahead, bro.
Flop.
Blah, blah.
Blap, blap, blap.
Yeah, well, that put out an easy snag for Rob right there.
Oh, I didn't.
Black, black.
The problem with me doing something like that is I've got 2/5, so now I can't put 3 or 4 in between it.
Oh, true. He's saying that because
What's
he's
the
hanging on
bonus
3 and 4
for
and 7 points.
number of same species in a run?
How extra points?
Yeah. If you get
Extra points just
if you
means
get
in
to
your
4,
run, if there's 4 in there, yeah.
Then you get an extra point. And then you get an extra point if you have a 1. You get 2 extra points if the 8 ends it.
You get an additional point for each card in the path if the path is at least 4 cards long and all cards in the path are of the same species.
I like this game already.
It's a fun little
You
game.
do?
I can tell.
Have you not played it before?
No.
I thought you had played it.
I'm way overthinking this.
Yep.
Yeah, probably.
The first time you play this, you're probably going to score like, or maybe you'll be way better than me. We played a game of this and like, well, no, nobody scored that one. Oh, nobody scored that one either. I'm on the edge of nowhere. That's lovely. Snap. Crackle pop.
So now I have to discard a card? Can you take cards from your own discard?
Mm-hmm.
So if I like got rid of 1 now, I don't like. Okay.
Okay. Oh, sneaky snap. Sweetie, sweetie, I'm going for that booty. Did Canvas pick up out of his discard
I
pile?
picked it out of Josh's discard pile.
He took my brown forward.
Oh, he took
He took my
that.
brown too.
Took that brown note. I'm sure the
So the run only counts
I'm sure
for
the
something if
audio
it starts and stops
loves that.
with the same tree.
same time. So
And you can play above and below, right, too? So
Yeah.
just, you just have to play orthogonally to a
But then you
previous
can
card.
only claim the run.
And it has to build, or it can be the same value. I just can't.
it does not matter how you're placing it now, but when you're
I'm gonna blow my nose.
but when you're looking at a run, it has to start and end with the
Oh.
same tree.
And you only
So
get
you do also have the fancy version of this game.
Yeah, and
and
you
you
just
only
can't
get access
read
if you
those
have the
cards.
highest
I mean,
value
it's cool, but like, why?
What's that?
of like. So if I had a run that started and stopped with,
Purple, it has to be ascending all the way.
and I have to be holding the most purple at the end.
Yes,
So if you're trying to load up that 4 of a kind in there, you're really risking.
correct. $55.
Okay, you're up.
Cute.
I'm on the edge. Oh, bold. These trees are pretty.
So you can.
Make these go the right way.
Is this bathroom like totally Amber already? There's 2 doors to the bathroom. Just bring your kid here, they go to the bathroom, and just like walk right out the other side. You're waiting for them. They're kidnapped by the time you realize they're not in there.
Just say an Amber Alert bathroom.
That's exactly what it is, man.
That's terrible.
Hey, man. It sure is. And nobody wants Rob's cards, huh?
Wait. Okay.
Yeah,
So
they must be. You can't like do 2, 3, 3, 4. That is not scored. They have to always be ascending.
Yeah. So right now, if I had a 3 over here, it wouldn't matter because it's
like a 3 of this.
Yeah.
No, you'd have to like.
I have to like find a way to go around it.
Yeah, which you couldn't really do in ascending order if that was a 3.
Oh,
you
so
have
I
to
have
like
one here,
you have to like put it over here.
I have one here, here, and here, and then.
Yeah, but it would still be. You still have to. You still have to be ascending.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I could have like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or whatever.
Right. Like you wouldn't put the 3 there. You'd need to put it.
Yeah, I get it.
Or over here.
I get it.
I don't think you get it.
I get it. Ben, did you go?
I gotta discard
Okay.
one.
It's like the most AP card game I've ever played so far.
It can be.
Doesn't have to be.
That's why and I don't AP. I just do things, and that's why I'm not good at it. Also, because no matter how well you do, you can just totally get bonus.
Yeah, so like, I'm with you. Cards are pretty.
Yeah. The art is.
I feel like Rob's gonna want that one, but
Yeah, probably.
I know, but you gotta make it work. You know.
Can you work it?
Let me
Let me see you twerk it. So you can move diagonally through your. You can't move diagonally. You gotta.
Orthogonal.
let's we're gonna get that guy out there.
Get it, get it.
The old mate.
Don't stop. Get it, get it.
I put up a game trade post a long time ago on this board game trading thing, and this guy messaged me. He's like, "Hey, I got the deluxe version of Yokohama. Like, what do we want to trade for?" He's like, "Oh, sorry, I should have read the listing more carefully. I didn't see anything I wanted or interested in buying." And I was like, I like posted like all this stuff is for trade. I'm like, so what do you?
Or he has like no interest in your trade.
Yeah, which is fine. And he's like, I'm like, so what would you want from the deluxe version? He's like posting a picture and like he hasn't told me yet. But, like he's gonna come back and like, well, I'm looking for like $90. Well, no.
I mean,
if he says he's doing it for like $30, sure.
I hope he's watching the stream right now, and he gets really upset that you're talking smack about him.
I'm not talking smack. I just
Hey, is that John Roth? Is that John Roth on the phone?
like John Ralphio?
John Ralphio.
Rufio.
Oh.
Travel Scrap and Ben's turn. What I was gonna say was, like, if you get a decent deal on it, even if you think it's a lot of money, Campbell, actually no, it's not. I sent you. They just reprinted it.
Oh, was it out of print?
Well, they don't make the deluxe. Like, you can't buy it.
Sure.
It's like a Kickstarter only thing. But they literally just re-offered it in the Yokohama Dual 2-player thing.
Okay.
And that's when I sent you, and you're like, yeah, I don't really like deluxe editions that much. And that was the cost. I don't remember what the cost was, but the cost was actually like $20 or $30 higher than when I bought it.
This is the deluxe edition right here.
Damn that inflation.
That looks like a regular room to me. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, it's got all the wooden screen printed bits and stuff.
Oh, okay. Was everything else like cardboard?
The metal coins.
Okay, whose turn? My turn?
Yeah, it's for sure cardboard. No, that looks
nice. Yeah, it's your turn.
I think so. I mean, it's also
TSB.
How do I add to my story? It's just like.
All right, Rob. If I put a card like here, can I start around wherever I want it?
yeah. I mean, you can place your cards however you want, and then later when you're scoring, you just have to be able to go from same suit to same suit in some line ascending order.
So like right now,
you could start in the middle.
2
You
points.
could, like, if you had another card here,
Yeah.
but maybe it didn't do what you needed it to do. You could start on this one and go whatever direction.
Sure.
As long as the numbers worked.
As long as you can go from like this to this in ascending order.
Okay. So if I put another card here, I've got 2 2s next to each other, but I could start on this 2 and go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of what I did here. I had the 2s and I put the 1 over here. So now look, I got a run
You got the
of
bronze.
blue spruce.
Run it. So, I'm coaching Bo's T-ball, and they offered up, Ankeny can only send one team do it, so they're just like, for those of you guys that are coaching that like showed up to the actual meeting,
I don't want this card anymore. Can I just throw that?
long story short, he's gonna get to play on the iCubs field for a game
Oh, nice.
in May. So that's pretty neat. I mean, play in quotation marks.
Wait.
Don't you know? Man, I'm so far behind on the stream right now.
That could be pretty nice to uphold the league.
Done.
Josh is a 4 pine cone player.
Yes, please. Hold on. Oh, yes, please. Hold, please. I'm trying to decide which baller card I want to get rid of. I think I'm going to get rid of that baller right there.
That is pretty baller.
8-banger on the Willow.
On that Willow.
How many cards generally end up in the tableau? Like 9 or 10?
Do we go until we're?
I guess there's
until
what, how many
we
suits
go
are
until
there?
this is out.
Are there 8 suits?
We
So,
go
like,
until this is out.
There could be one card left here, and we could all just be
2,
picking
3,
through the
4,
discards for a while, like trying to lay down more.
I mean,
cards.
essentially, I mean, you can only grab what's on top.
Whoever yoinks the last
But
card,
you can take the second one down too, right?
You can get the top 2.
but whoever takes the last card would trigger the end of the game.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 10 suits. There's 80 cards, right?
Yeah.
All suits are represented at the moment.
Who's your oh. Yeah.
Some crispy cards have been out here.
I know.
Chris, what?
You got a Willow in your blow. You got a Maple in your blow. That's the
Are you
quick
trying
way
to,
say-
you're trying to
that's the
slang
quick way to
out
say
Tableau? Yo, man, have you seen my blow? It's pretty sick. I got a sick blow, dude. This is Josh.
He wants 120
Blowing
shipped. He
out.
can ship it today.
Blow it out.
Hey, it's nice. Let me see that hand.
No.
No, I mean just like the backside. Yeah, there you go. Nice.
Let me see your hand. No. Get out of here.
That's not what I meant. Do you guys want to interview at the beginning or the end?
At the end. At the end.
All right.
Cam the man.
Blowing your tab there. The discards.
I'm gonna
I'm pretty sure my mic is
This
gonna
phone
hate
go.
you for doing that, John.
check out that meat hanger right there.
Oh,
Jeez.
Lock it down.
lock it down.
Is it up or down is locked? Up is locked.
What?
You can lock the wheel. Actually, yours is. I thought yours is down. Is it? There we go. Or does it matter? We just like we're pushing it anyway. Regardless.
If you saw, I discarded a
Snickety snack. Actually, I'm gonna take both of these.
that brown 4.
No, I gotta put it down at the right moment.
I bought 5 tribes.
The tribes.
Yeah, I bought 5 tribes from that
Alright, done.
that dude. Go ahead.
Which dude?
The dude that like is always selling stuff on BGG. They're on our Des Moines group.
Oh, the one that got like in trouble.
No, not that guy. Not the Craigslist guy. No,
That guy sells for super cheap prices.
Yeah. Okay. Campbell.
Hold on, I gotta play one.
How much did you get for it?
I don't know if that stuff like fell off the back of the truck or
I think it
what.
was 25 for the game with everything sleeved.
Oh, that's nice.
Who
He
Just-
posted like an Excel spreadsheet.
oh.
He has Manchester Madness 2nd edition sealed for $50. It's a good deal.
Yeah. And so you play with fewer cards with fewer players. So like a two-player
Drop
game.
again?
In a two-player game, you only play with 6 species of cards. Campbell, this kind of reminds me a little bit of Lost Cities.
Oh, I see. I haven't played that, but
I know you
I've
haven't
heard
played
cool
it, but-
things.
As far as like in Lost Cities, you're playing 2-player, and
Will you not telegraph your hand?
Oh, you're looking right at what I got.
I'm looking at Ben, and your cards are right here.
you can check me out on the stream, Josh, if you
Yeah.
want.
Oh,
On your
hey, there's a
phone.
delay. I'll look. I'll look.
So yeah, like Lost Cities is very tactical on like what you lay down and what you're holding in your hand to like screw the other people.
I gotta play one.
This
too,
is
don't
more.
I?
This is way more thinky though because of the pathing. The pathing is nice.
Well, that's really interesting.
Is this?
No, sorry.
Okay, sorry, I'm still taking these two.
Why'd you put a 3 willow in between those?
Because I don't have the 3 spruce, and this way it still keeps my thing connected.
Keep both things connected.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, you just have to go through other cards.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't.
Oh, I thought the cards had to be like adjacent.
No, you're just gonna get like bonus points because this is worth 8 points for you
Like, because they're adjacent.
No.
because they're all the same suit and
But
it's
if,
at least 4.
this was the situation,
Then
like,
that is
I could be
worth-
like, that is a run of 4.
but it's
also.
not because that's a 4.
Oh, okay.
This is now worth 3 points to you because you look at the first and last
Yeah.
card and you get a point for all of them. This you look at the first and last card, they're all the same suit, they're all 2 points.
Oh, they have to be adjacent. I just thought you had to have in that run.
In this situation, this is 2 points. That you can still make it
No,
two.
because
Yeah, I
went
thought you said
back
just
on
within the run. If you have 4.
Or does it say
They
it's
all
a
have
6
to
and
be
a
the
6?
same suit.
Yeah, but they don't have to be. But like, I could have a 5 over here, blue spruce, and then I'd have a run of 5 with 4 of the same suit, right?
I would,
Score 1 additional point for each card in the path if the path is at least 4 cards long,
Yeah.
and all cards in the path are of the same species.
Can I move a card?
Sure, they all have to be the same species.
I would have just done that.
Sure.
Okay, so if you break it up, if you have to draw through something else, you don't get those extra.
Correct.
Points. Or extra 1 point.
Per card.
Oh, so this is worth 8 points. It is worth 9 points as it stands.
It is worth
It starts
9
with a one.
points. Assuming you get to score it at all.
Yeah, and who knows? Because who knows who has like the big,
Oh.
the 7 and the 8.
I do.
You got the 7 and the 8 of these guys?
No, you have the 8.
I do have.
Because you went like this.
Yeah.
But he also has the 1, so.
Yeah, he's good. He's
Yeah.
golden on the ground.
I'm probably not going to build another brown card.
Okay, sorry, it's my turn, right?
'Cause I
1, 2,
have an
3, 4,
insurmountable.
5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I have 9 cards, already drew. Let's go ahead and drop this guy right there.
Because I don't know the location of the 4 and the 7. They're probably in your hand.
I don't know them.
And then let's drop that guy right there.
But 8 and 2.
Did you take Josh's discard?
Yes.
So I'm gonna move my
I did.
over here.
Or sorry, I don't know the location of the 7 and the. Oh, I just don't know the location of the 7. I have the 8 and the 4, so I can play the. Oh, I can't play the 4.
You play the 8.
Yeah, you can't.
My
But
second.
that's why I laid the 4 down.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I just grabbed it for insurance.
Right.
Mhm.
I mean, that's why you would grab that. I just didn't want to lay down anything else in my hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, Kim.
Yeah, because you have to start figuring out like what do I want to hang on to. Because I take it you're trying to block people out later in the game. You're trying to build a good.
Like I said, I've never scored more than 10 points in this game, so.
Yeah.
You just can't hold enough cards to really. I don't know, and if you got a plan, you need to build it before the deck runs out. We are keeping the discard pile slim though.
What's Campbell's turn?
Yeah, I'm just playing a card. I'm trying to figure out what to play here.
There's only 20 cards left in the deck. Okay. So.
You probably only get 4 more turns. Everyone pulls from the deck.
Yeah, I mean, you can hasten the end game as fast as you want. You know, if you start.
No, I dropped this one.
If you start
You drop
dropping
this one.
off the.
Go ahead, man.
Done.
Oh, you tricky mates.
Man, Keegan is like our
Yeah, he
social media
loves us,
boy.
man.
He's always sharing.
Sharing our
everything.
stuff. That's
Love
super
it.
cool.
We gotta get that Game of Con episode up. I mean, I know there's no rush because Game of Con's not. It's already
Yeah.
happened this year,
Right.
but I'd like to get it done.
You wouldn't think that a game like this would make you think so much, but
I like it.
it's neat.
Discard.
It was a drop one.
It's gone. It's gone.
I lied. My high score is 19 for this game.
Ooh.
Whoop-de-doo, Basil. I'm taking that bad boy. And Cam dropping the 3 out there.
I got other ones in that family. Don't care.
The thing that is strange to me is that you have a lot of options with not a lot of time
geez.
to do it.
I mean, that's true.
Like, I have 4 more cards that I have to play.
Like, I have so much stuff I'm holding on to. But I've got to drop something.
You gotta drop. It's a balancing act.
I'm dropping this one, guys. Because it seems like the perfect opportunity to drop this card. Cough, cough. I wouldn't let Josh have it.
Oh, Campbell's got the 8. So I'm not going to take that until he discards it.
But you would want it to lengthen your thing.
But Campbell's got the 8. And so I take that, I have no value in my hand. And I've already got the 1 on the board. So even if I take the 7, as long as he's got the 8, it's stupid for me to play it.
Oh, sure. So you just needed to score your 4 points.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially.
Go ahead. Because you don't get to score unless you have value in your hand, and you have the highest value in your hand.
Whose turn is it?
Ben's turn.
Or tied
We're
for...
getting near 1/3 now.
We've gotten like 5 new subscribers since we've been
Yeah,
streaming.
we should do one last push for the end of the month to try and get over 150.
And I don't know if that's from people listening or seeing we just post it out there.
Go ahead, Ken.
Yep.
Ben's going for the world's longest arboretum.
How about that?
Oh, oh.
Oh!
Oh man, that's too funny.
You can use cards twice.
What do you mean?
For 2 different runs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait,
Nothing. He's figuring it out. Are you done?
I gotta discard one.
I don't
Go
know.
discard one.
He just determined something. I don't know what that is. That thing is. He probably should have let that gnome make his decisions for him.
Yeah.
It's like the world's largest Travelocity roaming gnome.
How many times can I say that I've cost myself the game before the end of the game? 11, you think?
I don't know. I haven't heard it from Cam yet, so he's probably gonna win.
I don't think I'm gonna win, but
It's really hard to tell in this
Yeah.
game at all.
because I don't know who's holding on to like what things to stop other people from scoring.
Right.
Like I only know what I have in my hand, and Josh knows what I have in my hand. But
I know one card that you have in your hand.
well, you've already mentioned 3 cards that I have in my hand, so
Yeah, because one of them directly impacts me.
Well, if you already
I
have
don't
an
feel
8,
bad when you play a game where you have to keep the cards that you have in your hand secret and you hold them out for everyone else to see.
Yeah.
I do not feel bad about noticing that.
Wow, did I really just draw these? Yikes.
Yikes!
I can't get rid of that one. Oh, I'm just gonna throw that one out. But I don't know what I want to even play. Oh, that would be so good for Ben. I'm not doing that.
There are little feathered Indians where we tussled through the night. I didn't know she was religious.
I don't know what's going on over there.
What?
Okay, I'm just.
matter. I'm assuming when I take the discard, I have to take the 2 that are on the top.
I drew both of these.
Yeah, I have to take the 2 that are on the top. I would imagine.
Look at those sick pine cones.
Tight.
Did you draw 2 already?
No.
Well, at least I give you some information.
Yeah.
I don't know how we want to hasten the end of the game.
I mean, I don't think you're getting another turn if you do that. Because the game ends as soon as somebody takes the final card, right?
Yes, the
moment.
the player who drew the last card finishes their turn normally, then scoring occurs. I think I brought a pen. Wink.
All blue spruce.
The blue spruce goose. I'm gonna find out who that guy is.
Okay.
The recluse weirdo guy I was talking about earlier.
1.
Rich recluse movie.
Okay.
Howard Hughes.
Play.
That's who I'm thinking of.
Ooh, Benjamin.
Straight out of Compton. Look at that.
Discard 1.
So basically that 1 and that 8 are connected.
No, because there's a 2 and a 2 right next to each other.
Oh. So
But
why
if you
not put
play,
it right
if you
there?
play the 8, if you play the 8 above the 2,
You gotta put it here.
or you put it there or next to it.
Yeah, why not just put it
Or
right
you
here?
could put
What's
it
the
here.
difference between putting it here and putting it here?
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah,
Put it there.
Put it here.
Oh.
Put it there or there.
So like the best spot to put it would be there and there, because you only count these cards, right?
I thought.
No, you count the whole thing. You count
Well, you
1,
count
2,
the-
3,
I
4,
thought,
5.
I
Oh,
thought it was.
seriously?
I thought it was like.
Oh, I
this.
don't understand this game at all. So you count the
Fudge.
cards in between.
Yes, but you get bonuses. You get a bonus. If
I
you
thought I
have
could
the
roll
same.
off
Yeah.
of. If I had done this.
The problem is, yeah, but still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, it's 1 less point.
Okay. Go ahead, Cam.
Okay,
Did
so
you
I got a discard.
I mean, you're just going for the mega bonuses, Cam.
Yeah, you're playing for the mega
Yeah.
bonuses.
Which might be the way to go. I mean, I did the same thing.
Yeah. But you actually have more cards that matter to you than I do.
There's my discard.
I'm gonna start by looking at that one.
I'm probably not getting another turn.
I'm not taking from there.
Or he dropped
Depending on
one.
what.
I just drew 1.
Okay.
He could take another
Another.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I want the game to end.
right now.
Yeah.
Well,
Mostly because nothing in my hand I can play.
Sure.
Well, that's not true. It just depends on how gambly I want to feel.
Yeah.
How Campbell you want to feel?
Well, am I really only going to try to score 2 trees? I guess that's the answer.
I'm letting that go.
Unbelievable. I think you just handed Josh the win. Although we can only play one of those cards.
Yeah, but I can keep the other one in my hand, and I know the one's out, so
At least he gets to score it.
I know I get to score it.
Cool.
Game end.
Yeah, I'm totally screwing these
Game
up.
end.
Okay,
Alright.
hold on. I have to hold on to that. This will not matter, so that's my discard.
Okay.
So then, what am I gonna play? I'm keeping that, I'm keeping that. I'm keeping
I
that.
think I'm
I'm
going to score
keeping
2
that.
trees also. And I'm not getting anywhere near as many points as you guys. I might score 3 trees, but it's unlikely.
I'm going to score 2 trees.
Does a run of 1 count?
I should have hung on to this.
Does a run of 1 count
You
if
get 1
you've
point
got
for it.
another card in your hand?
No, it has to be 2 trees.
Oh, it has to be 2 trees, so I can't score this.
No.
So I'll score 2 trees.
Yeah, I should have let that one go then.
I think I have to keep this just for defense on Josh.
Which one?
Although he probably has the 1 in his hand, which would make my well, someone has the 1 in their hand.
Yeah.
So I probably should just do this to score 2 points.
There was
That's
something
my
I
plan.
very much did not understand about this game. Playing it, but
All right, so let's score it. First thing we're gonna score is blue spruce.
I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Well,
6, 7, 8.
First thing you do is show how much blue. Who gets to score it?
I do.
I have 11.
Boom.
Ben dicked me.
you got
But you don't have any, so nobody scores blue spruce. Cassia, which is the yellow tree.
I got 11 in Cassia.
But nobody's got any on the
Oh,
board.
I
got
got
3
I
points.
got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points from it.
5?
Yeah,
I got an 8 and the 1.
yeah. It starts and ends with
An 8.
Oh, ending with an 8 is
It's
worth an
2
extra
extra.
point?
Extra 2 points.
And
Yeah.
starting with a 1 is
Worth
worth
an extra
Yeah.
1 point.
1 point.
correct.
Okay.
There's my 5 points for the game.
That's
Ben.
Well, I'm going to score these for sure.
so
because I got
1,
How much
2,
was that?
3, 4, 5.
That would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And you had 11,
6,
so you get to
7,
score
8,
it.
9. That would have been worth 9 points for me. Wait, 1, 2, 3.
Cherry
4,
blossoms.
5, 6,
Well,
7,
that's yours.
Which
9
one's
points.
Cherry Blossom?
Oh, I don't actually. I'm a dummy.
The red.
I placed this. I don't get a score. I don't have any in my hand.
I have 7.
Oh, cherry blossom. Sorry, the red.
So you should have held this for defense.
Hell yeah, I should have held
No,
it.
because
it
he had
doesn't
the
matter
one.
because I had the 1.
Oh, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
you got
1, 2, 3, 4,
Because that would have
5,
made mine
6,
8 to
7,
0, right? That's
I
what I
get
said.
8 points.
Yes. So it didn't matter what I did. What did
Yeah.
you score?
8 points. I lost because Ben got me.
Dogwood.
Which one's that one?
That's Campbell.
The brown?
I got 5.
I have 7 in Dogwood.
I have 8.
I was hoping somebody was hanging on. Oh, I put the 1 down.
So nobody scores Dogwood?
No.
Nope.
Jacaranda, purple.
That's why I was saying it was stupid of me to drop this card.
I have value 8 of Jacaranda.
I have 13.
Dang, okay.
So this is
I drew, these are the last 2 cards I drew. I was like, maybe I'll hold on to them. And
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
8.
8.
What?
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
Bonus 6, 7,
7,
8. Because 2 if it ends at 8. Because you got to score it. So 8 total for Ben. Maple, orange.
8.
0.
But I mean, nobody's
Yeah,
scoring
nobody's
orange.
scoring.
I was like, people say I did that.
Oak, nuts.
I got 4.
Yeah.
7.
Just kidding, I got 12. I
Okay.
got 9 points for mine.
Yeah, Campbell wins.
So
No,
Campbell got.
I'm not winning this
He just
game.
has. He has 9
No,
points.
I only have 9 plus 5 is 14.
Okay.
You're going to win this game.
Royal
No, no.
Poinsettia.
He drops
I have
him.
7. You dick.
Oh, you're going to win this game.
No, I have 8 points. You have
Oh,
9
because you
points.
didn't get...
Yes, you won the game.
I actually had 14 points.
I would have won.
Because you
I
got
done
robbed.
anything at the very beginning.
Did I not?
No, Ben's getting this for a ton of points, man.
Oh, I
Ben just
scored.
that. Ben's
Hold on.
getting it.
I scored myself for
Instead of Cam.
instead of Cam. There you go.
Unless somebody's
That
hanging on to
was-
All right, I have
Ben's,
10
but
for
they're
this
not.
one.
1.
So
Oh, I got 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. I get 5 points.
Yep.
Willow.
No, you get way more than 5 points for that.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
9,
9,
10.
10.
Oh yeah, there was. That's all I scored though.
10 points? Yeah, okay.
Willow. I don't have it.
And then Ben's getting hella
1,
points.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's getting 7. 1, 2, 3, 10, 12 points for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, 12 points. Ben's going to win.
So I got 10. Ben got 20.
Campbell got
14
and I got 8.
and 8.
Yeah.
I'm so dumb because like I could have hang on to this and that would have given me
So if I could have scored that, I would have got 8.
more points. But
But like I said, like
I would
I
have
think
lost either way.
I think 20 points is a good score in this
Yeah.
game.
I think so too. This is
Like
okay.
like if you can score 2
Throw all the cards in the
things.
middle. Just throw them all in. Don't get them cleaned yet until take a photo.
Dude.
Not like
No, well, I tossed them in the right way and they bounced off your hand.
that is not true.
Ben took it down.
Man, to take that in this game is real.
Oh, for sure.
I figured it out.
The whole time, Ben, like from turn 1, Ben's like, I fucking got this. And then like on turn 3, he's just like,
No, I thought
he's like, oh, okay, here's the moment where I have to be like, oh, that's how you do it.
I
And
thought
then
it was
2 turns
great,
later,
and I was like, wait,
No,
I had more
I didn't.
points.
no, you did.
Do you understand the points now?
Yeah, yeah.
Playing again, I could also.
well, hey, that's what we're about to do. So get ready.
Man, we got to record now?
Yeah. Arboretum.
Alright, let's do this thing.
Please.
Save. Date.
Half an hour per game.
if that.
There's not a lot to talk about
Mm-hmm.
when you're talking about these lines of the game. I mean, in my
Yeah.
that's why like you weren't going to get a full episode out of
Photosynthesis
or Arboretum.
Man, so I'm keeping a hard losing streak going. I don't think I've won a board game, including our games of Castles and what I'm playing online in like 2 weeks.
I started winning a bunch of Castles games.
What was that final score?
I'm doing fine in all I'm doing fine in every game I play. I'm not.
Ben scored 20 points.
Yeah.
Campbell, you had what? 17?
14.
14.
My last win was Buddy Kingdom.
Rob, how many points did you have?
10. I did not win on Tuesday.
Campbell, was that your first time playing?
Wally's been showing up and smoking me.
But the last time I won before that was 12.
Last 2 Tuesdays, I played 3 games in that new Wally. He's not through. He's being a camel.
Did you shut down the stream?
No, not yet. Is Wally pretty good then?
I feel like he's really pretty good in games. He kind of has a little bit of an AP above and beyond what a lot of people do. But then like he also plays games like really similarly to how I play them, and then
I think
doesn't make dumb camel.
I think if I AP'd 100% more, I would win 50% more games.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like that for everybody, and then like.
But I don't want to.
Right. And I already take like a decent amount of time for somebody who plays games pretty fast, so I don't want to be like any worse than I am now.
Right.
I'm like on the slow end of pretty fast at games. So